Ahead on DC News Now at 4, a devastating end to the search for 3 people in a burning home in Prince William County.
It turns out my worst nightmare might have came true.
Neighbors shaken by the tragic outcome.
For many years, we never thought we would know what happened to Robin.
Plus, cold case cracked. A man pleads guilty to killing a Virginia mother 3 decades after her death. Ahead, we're hearing from the woman's family.
We've seen a little bit of sunshine to wrap up the week, but we'll let you know if we could see even more over the weekend.
Then a plan to freeze student loans on hold again. What happens next with borrowers in limbo? And Commanders jerseys flying off the shelves as excitement builds ahead of Sunday's home game. We're talking to fans getting in on all the fun.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
And thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 4. I'm Mark Hall.
And I'm Annalisa Gale. Good afternoon. We begin with a developing story in Prince William County where 3 bodies have been found inside of a home that was destroyed by a massive fire this morning. That discovery was made after several people escaped.
DC News Now's Ben Dennis joins us live from the scene in the Montclair area. Ben, you were the first reporter to speak to a woman who says that she and her husband and their young daughter escaped.
Indeed, some harrowing details. It's heartbreaking, Mark and Annalisa. The smell of smoke is still slightly palpable just 22 hours after flames were first seen ripping through this house at the end of a cul-de-sac here in Prince William County. This is on Piedmont Place. Check it out. No roof, windows busted out. Inside, 3 bodies recovered not long ago. I spoke to a couple who says they escaped their basement apartment inside. They didn't want to be identified, but they did share video they took moments after running away.
Go.
Flames ravaging this Prince William County home Friday morning.
For us to see that building on fire.
This video taken by a woman who says she woke up to a smoke alarm and flames coming out from ventilation ducts inside of the basement apartment that she was renting with her husband and 6-year-old, saying she heard a boy crying out from upstairs.
I'm extremely shocked.
Isabella Lopez lives nearby. She says she knew somebody who lived inside of the home, calling them a neighborhood friend.
It turns out my worst nightmare might have came true.
Prince William County Fire says that they arrived merely 5 minutes after the calls came in, just before 6 a.m. The house overtaken when they got there, later discovering 3 bodies inside.
Due to the extent of the injuries and the damage, we were not able to identify them directly.
The woman who escaped, as well as a man who later said he's a relative of the victims, both claim a woman and 2 children died here. Tom Jarman with Prince William County Fire denied to confirm how many victims may have been children or adults, but did say,
I did get a chance to meet with the father and husband, who's obviously very distraught.
And that battalion chief you just heard from says the man who says he's a father and husband of the victims was not home at the time, adding that there doesn't appear to be any signs of any foul play. Meantime, we dug up the property records. They indicate the house was built in 1997. Fire officials say that there were working smoke detectors on at the time, but there was no sprinkler system installed. In Prince William County, Ben Dennis, DC News Now.
Thank you. Turning to our Friday forecast, a live look at the Pentagon, clear skies and sunshine once again.
Yes, was really excited to see some sunshine this morning. Meteorologist Damon Matson joining us now with our weekend outlook. Damon, how's it looking?
It's looking pretty good going on toward the weekend, I'll say that much. There was a little hiccup today. Yes, we had that abundant sunshine across parts of the region right as you woke up this morning, but clouds started to roll back in, and it has been pretty overcast for parts of the DMV, including much of northern Virginia, back up into north central Maryland. This cloud deck has been rolling east throughout the afternoon, so there is some clearing taking place back toward the I-81 corridor. But all of this cloud cover, it's the result of a front that is slowly pushing through, and really this front is only bringing the cloud cover to many of us, but we're keeping our eye out for a few isolated showers. We do have those developing right along the crest of the Blue Ridge Mountains from Front Royal, more so down toward the Luray area. A little bit of light rainfall has been popping up right along the tidal Potomac River as well. But that's it, really. As we head forward into the evening time, we'll just have those occasional isolated showers for some locations, but the large majority of us will continue to enjoy a dry Friday evening. And as we roll into your Friday night, yes, the clouds will still be present, but overall, we will not have any other major worries as we go into the start of the weekend. Now, the key question is, can we totally clear out this cloud cover for your Saturday and Sunday? We'll have a look in your full forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Well, happening now, Fairfax County jury is in its second day of deliberations as a former police officer stands trial for shooting a suspected shoplifter at Tyson's Corner last year.
Yes, former Sergeant Wesley Shiflett is charged with involuntary manslaughter in the death of Timothy Johnson.
But the clock is now ticking for the jury, facing some interesting circumstances heading into the weekend now.
Yeah, DC News Now's Randy Bass has been following the case for us. Randy, why are those jurors facing pressure this afternoon?
Yes, the 12 jurors in this case have gone back and forth with Judge Randy Bellows throughout the day today, asking him what happens if they don't reach a verdict by the end of the day today, facing pressure as one of the jurors cannot continue after the end of the day today. And the big question is, what happens if they don't reach a verdict? Well, Judge Bellows says that they can wait here and deliberate here and stay as late as they need to this evening in order to try and reach a verdict. If they don't, an alternate juror will be brought back into the jury room, and those deliberations will start totally over again. Most likely could start again Monday morning if they don't reach that verdict tonight. We caught up with Fairfax County Commonwealth's attorney Steve Descano to talk about where things stand in the deliberations process.
All I can say is I'll have comment after that case is decided, but as the jury is deliberating, I don't think it'd be proper to say anything. All I can tell you is that I have confidence in our jury system, and I really do get the feeling that the jury, as they're deliberating, is taking this seriously.
As for what the jury is weighing behind closed doors right now, former Sergeant Wesley Shiflett's defense maintaining an interesting stance during their closing arguments, saying he can't be convicted on an involuntary manslaughter charge when it was his intent to kill Timothy Johnson, saying the shooting was intentional and aligned with his Fairfax County police training. However, prosecutors saying that while policing is a difficult job, it is not an act of defense, but an act of what might be and a rush to judgment. Again, if the jury does not come to a decision tonight, it's likely that the alternate juror will be brought back into the jury pool and deliberations will restart completely over again next week, Monday morning. Live in Fairfax, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
Randy, thank you. New at 4. In Virginia, we have the latest information regarding a cold case that dates back to 1994 in West Springfield. We want to warn you that the details of the case are disturbing.
Yeah, according to Commonwealth Attorney Steve Descano, 52-year-old Stefan Merck pled guilty to stabbing and killing a mother 29 years ago. Prosecutors say Robin Lawrence's 2-year-old daughter was in the other room when Merck broke into the home through a back window and stabbed her 49 times. At the time, Merck was an Army soldier stationed at what is now Joint Base Meyer-Henderson Hall in Arlington. Mom Robin Lawrence did not know him, according to investigators. DNA from a pink washcloth found in the bathroom led them to Merck almost 30 years later. He was found at his New York home and he later confessed. We caught up with Lawrence's family. They say they have been patiently waiting for an arrest.
For many years, we never thought we would know what happened to Robin. And that was probably the hardest part, not knowing and never being able to put it to rest. But now that this individual has been identified and is going to serve time for his crime, that helps us to find some peace.
Descano says Merck is facing up to 70 years for first-degree murder.
Certainly this plea today to first-degree murder is an example of how the justice system here in Fairfax County will really go to the ends of the earth to get justice for victims. No time lapse is too great.
A sentencing hearing is scheduled for March 7th.
In the district, the search is on for a man accused of shooting a minor. Do you recognize him? It happened Monday afternoon near the Walmart on Georgia Avenue. Investigators say the suspect started shooting into a crowd of kids who were all fighting. One of them was shot. He's since been treated for his injuries. And if you can identify the suspect, you're asked to contact police. Well, turning now to sports, the Washington Commanders fans have a lot to cheer about so far this season.
I would say so for sure. The team is 3-1 and plays at home Sunday against the Cleveland Browns.
Well, most of the hype and excitement, deservedly so, surrounds quarterback Jayden Daniels, who's really been on fire.
As DC News Now's Tim Reed found out, fans are showing major love and his jerseys are selling fast.
Here at the Commanders team store at the stadium, fans are really excited about the Jayden Daniels jerseys. They are flying off the shelves. There are two different versions. One costs $200 and the other is $150. Today I spoke to fans who are excited about this whole thing and are telling us it's important to support this team and this quarterback. To say that Commanders fans are excited would be an understatement. Jayden Daniels' new jerseys are selling like hotcakes, and fans say it's fun to see this quarterback and this team getting the love and support they deserve, especially with a team on a winning streak.
Woke up this morning, looked online, and I had noticed that these black jerseys just came out, I believe, yesterday. So I was like, I heard they were limited, so I just rushed over here real quick, try to get my hands on one.
The Commanders team store at Commander Stadium was packed all morning as dozens of fans went to buy the Daniels merchandise. The store started out with nearly 200 jerseys and sold more than 60 within a few hours.
Die-hard fan, season ticket holder, multiple years, multiple stints. Just to see the excitement that Jayden has brought to this team, this city, the entire organization is just phenomenal.
First and foremost, I'm a Washingtonian, and I've been a fan since day one. And we've been hurt for so long. We haven't had this excitement since RG3.
According to Sports Illustrated, Daniels had the NFL's highest selling jersey at the start of the month.
Well, I just like it the way they're playing this year. That's why I came to get it.
What do you think about Jayden Daniels as a
player? I think he's great. The way he's running that ball and, throwing it passes and everything.
This morning, the store had 150 of these jerseys in stock, but they expect to sell out by the time they close tonight. In Landover, Maryland, I'm Tim Reed, DC News Now.
All right, definitely starting to see a lot more people wearing those jerseys, and I think that bite with the soundbite with the guy saying that they've been waiting for so long for a winning streak.
And I'm glad it's great for the region for sure that the team is winning, and hopefully they can continue it this weekend.
Yeah, we'll see.